Hello, can everyone hear me? Let me test if this is good. Wait for it. I feel like if I zoom in, it's zoomed in too much. If I don't zoom in, it's not. Oh, I can do this. Perfect. All right, can somebody confirm that you can hear me? Yes. Sweet. Hard. All right, so tonight is the much anticipated Paul Macbeth Proto Ares release. But that doesn't happen until midnight Eastern time. So we've got like 29 minutes until then. One of my lights just burnt out. I'm going to see if it's cool enough for me to touch with my hand yet. The answer to that is no. No, I cannot. So, I will throw it in the show notes, but you can always check wallendg.com. We've got all of the inventory on there. I just did an inventory count, and I have about 8,300 discs loaded onto the site. So if there's anything that you're looking for that you want me to run specifically, just call it out and I can grab that. And like I said, the Ares and the Cliff, those are going to go live in about, we're probably like 27 minutes away at this point. And I am just grabbing a new bulb for my light here. These lights are great, but they burn out rather quickly. They're 500-watt bulbs. All right, there we go. Now, let me check if anybody has called anything out yet. We want to run. Let me just getting the show pulled up on my computer so I can read the comments without shaking the camera. All right, I see it. Who's calling out? What do we want to run? Let me just mute myself there. I do not have the new Swirly Star Wraiths. Discraft, there's about 2,000 Discraft discs. I'll throw in the chat here. I've got everything loaded onto the website. I don't have pricing on the website. I am working through it, but it's slow going. Let me add show notes here. All right, show notes are posted. A McPro Aviar that was used as the final putt to win Worlds. I don't have that, but I have the putters that he received for winning his first Worlds. All right, I'm just gonna grab some stuff. What about a Six Claw Zeus? Is that what anybody wants? Let me throw the scale on here. Oh no, didn't power on. So stickered at 173, 174. Six Claw. Look at that beautiful guy. Scales at 176. That's kind of crazy. All right. Again, we're 25 minutes away from the Aries, so let's run this guy. Announce Six Claw Zeus. I'm going to start it at $10. Six Claw Zeus running right now. Call out what you want to see in the chat. If you look at the website, there's 8,300 discs in stock. So pretty much whatever you want, I probably have it. Right now we've got an absolute steal for $10 right now. You got 10 seconds. Somebody went up to 11. Still an absolute steal on a Six Claw. Brand new, beautiful. Let me grab a box. A little bit of a bidding war going on. What's the price on a Duo Destroyer, Baby Destroyer? I did get a couple Duo Destroyers, but I just bought those from the factory store, so probably wouldn't be selling those. J-Dog, nice win on the Six Claw. All right, what do we want to see next? You're gonna have to spam the chat because I'm running solo. So if you don't spam it, I might miss it. And that would be a tragedy if there was something specific that you were looking for. The purple lab second that you had up earlier, that was a Terra. Uh, 171. So I think this is, it feels like Electron plastic. Probably like Electron soft, but not 100% certain. If Electron Terras don't exist, then I made that up, but that's what it feels like. And we're also, be warned, cutting the time down a little bit, cutting it down to 20 seconds, and then it only jumps up to 7. So be ready for that. Any Athenas? Yes. Let me try to find one while this Terra is running. This was the purple lab second. It is a Electron Terra. A lot of these lab seconds are actually pretty rare discs that the only way to get them is in the mystery boxes. There. Numbers on that. Who knows the numbers on a Terra? Looks like my Terras are all special edition, so I don't actually know what the number is. All right, what are we? Settles joined. What's up? All right, J-Dog, I'm running an Athena. I just have to figure out which one. Which Athena are we going to run? How about... Oh, what is it? Oh, can't do that one because that's part of a set unless somebody wants the set. Now, this is a pretty sick first run Athena. It's in a bag. So What is it stickered at? 173, 174. What does it weigh, you ask? It weighs 176 because, of course, it does. I'm going to start this one $93. I'm just kidding. But we will start it at 20. What's the set? It's the St. Jude set. There was like $1,000 or something when it came out. It has all of Paul's discs from that time all in one set. So it's a special edition of every single disc. Nobody wanted the very, very sick first run Athena. Right now we're honestly just killing time until we can run the Ares. This is from that set, but again, that is part of the set, so wouldn't sell it individually. What about? What's that one? Firm? You guys are just hearing me talk to myself since you can't see the other camera is not set up right now. What about a soft of the Pixel? Are you willing to start this at $92? Is 25 reasonable? We're going to find out. While this runs, I'll look if there's a medium, because I don't know. I feel like we sold most of them. That one's firm, soft. That one's medium, firm, soft, firm. There's only one medium left, and it's this guy. Can you run the purple Proto Onyx? Ooh, I'm not keeping up on my announcements. This is obviously a 8-bit Pixel. It is a medium. Anybody else get caught up in the weather today? I was home when it hit, but it was kind of crazy there for a bit. We definitely had some hail. Shared the show. Thank you. Any Doomsday stamps? I don't think I have any Doomsday. Yeah, every well, not every, but most things are on the website. So if there is something specific that you're looking for, you can search and call it out, and we can run it. It said swirly blue, but this is purple. Trying to determine if this is field thrown or if it just had a used disc laying next to it. We're gonna be safe on this and say that it is field thrown because there is significant dirt on it. Look at that color. I mean, this side's not nearly as cool as the underside, but Proto Onyx. Again, it's definitely either field thrown or was sitting next to a dirty disc because you can see there is some dirt on it. If you wipe it off, I'm sure it would look like a brand new disc. Because of that, I'll start it at 40. Why you no share with me? I don't know what that means. All right, who wants to see what? Did the Pixel not sell at $1? I did not run it at $1. No, the Pixel was not $1. I ran it for 25. All right, who wants to see what? Or are we just waiting for the Aries to drop? You guys just waiting for the Aries? What would you like to see? Would you like to see a Razer Claw 2? We're going to gauge it out. We're going to see, are there Discmania? I don't have a Baby Destroyer. No Baby Destroyer. There are 500 Destroyers, but no Baby Destroyers. Razer Claw 2 running at $20. I always like seeing your Lunas, even if they're out of my budget. Well, the problem with the Lunas is that everybody keeps buying them, and there's barely any left. There's only a couple left. It's actually quite sad. What mint disc specifically are you looking for? I don't see a response yet, so I'm just going to go look at what. Oh, hold on. Got lots of first runs left for sure. Alpha, Longhorn, Grackle, mint discs. What contains you in this box? You know, if Longhorn is a disc, it might be that. Okay, so here is Alpha. I believe it's really hard to tell if this has ever been thrown in a field or if it was just, sitting next to a disc. That's not a mark, but I thought I saw a little bit of something. Yeah, see that? But it's a vertical mark, so that makes me think that it was like pulling out of the box next to another disc because it's not a swirly mark. Anyway, we'll run it at $10 starting now. It's running right now. Alpha. Mint disc. Alpha. Running now. It's a super good disc. And then somebody said, I thought they said a Longhorn. Now, I have no idea what this disc is, but it looks like there's a picture of a Longhorn on it, but I can't find any markings on it to know what it is. So I'm going to call this a mystery mint disc because I don't actually know what it is. but we're going to run it for $5. So if somebody knows for sure that this is, if a Longhorn is the thing, or if they know this specifically red Rack Shaw Mint Discs stamp, what it is specifically, call it out. Otherwise, I don't exactly know. We got Jags with the steel on the Mystery Mint. What does everyone want to see next? Oh, we're only 9 minutes away from being able to run Aries. 9 minutes. Starting now. Who is interested in a Thought Space Athletics Nebula Aura Mantra? Numbers are 9, 6, -2, 1. I'm going to have to look at this while I type it because this is too many words. Nebula Aura Mantra. Mantra? It's a TSA. OTB stamp. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Nice and like the burst plastic there. It is running right now. It's going right now. You get this beautiful disc right now. Well, you only have 15 seconds. So if you looked at this in like 10 seconds from now, you wouldn't be able to get it. But you could get it right now, and you have 7 more seconds. And we are only 7 minutes away from being able to get some Aries. Aries? Aries. All right, guys, 6 minutes. What do we want to see? Any glows? You'd have to call out a specific disc because I have over 8,000 discs. So, yes, I have glow. Any other Thought Space Athletics? I definitely have more of both if you want to see a specific one. What else am I going to grab next? No, that's not either of those. Nor is that. What's everybody's thoughts on buying glitches? Because I have a lot of glitches that are going for quite a bit on eBay, but then it's like I'm always concerned about mailing a glitch because a glitch will warp if you look at it wrong. We're 6 minutes away. Grabbing and going. What is this? Halo Star Wraith Power Grip Collab Series. Just 173 to 5. That's kind of how they mark all of them. Does somebody want a Halo Star Wraith? We're going to find out. What about $13 for a Halo Star Wraith? It's a killer deal. And we're 5 minutes away. Just looking for something else to grab here. I feel like we're probably 4 minutes at this point. All right, somebody spoil it. Did somebody buy the Halo Star Wraith? No, they did not. And we're, oh, it still says 5 minutes away. So when the Aries drops here, would you guys rather see a flash sale and you try to buy as many as you want? Or do you want to bid on some fire ones first? Probably start with a fire one, just see what happens. Not seeing many call outs, so I'm just looking for stuff that I think somebody might like. Oh, just a nice Italian blend. MD3 178. And really, we're just killing these last 3 minutes here is what we're doing. How similar would you say a Zeus 2.0? How similar is what to a Zeus 2.0? Is the Aries? I have no idea. I can tell you the Aries. Let's talk about this in our final 2.5 minutes before the drop. So, an Aries really is basically a Macbeth destroyer. So on a Macbeth destroyer, you see the rim there, then the underside, the wing there. Oh, hold up. I mean, do those not look extremely similar? Macbeth, destroyer on the left, Aries on the right. Fly pretty similar, so they're pretty overstable out of the box. But then I'm assuming, like a Macbeth destroyer, they're definitely going to beat up, turn into bombers eventually, but they're going to be wind fighters for a long time. They do have glide. I posted a little like reel. I think my mic is muted. Can anybody confirm that you can hear me? I feel like you can hear me because people were saying that they look the same. Let me just pause here because it's 10:59. Just gonna grab one and throw it up. Look at this. So 175. Well, what's it weigh? What does it weigh, you ask? 176. And as soon as it hits less than 1 minute away, I can run it. Is it time? It's still not time. It's time. The first Aries ran legally on Whatnot is running right now. Look at the color. Look how beautiful it is. So these Aries are a faster destroyer. It's not faster. It literally is just like an exact copy. It's basically an exact copy of the Macbeth destroyer. Yeah, guys, we're gonna need to see some bidding action on an Aries that looks like that, because that's one of the sickest ones that they sent me. All right, I'm going back to I'm going to start this at 22 because we didn't get bidding action, so I'm going to start it at retail because we're not getting some bids. We got to get some bidding action going back and forth. If somebody has a specific color they want to call out, feel I've got them all sorted by color. So there's not really any red, like there's different shades of pink, but there's yellow, orange, blue, and a bunch of different purple. I know, but we had to do a show this late because that's when they dropped. Wasn't allowed to sell them earlier. All right, what we're going to do right now is we're just going to hold on. Where is No, there we go. All right, so like I said, I've got a bunch. I pulled out some of the cooler ones, but what we're going to do right now is the flash sale. So this would just be for like a random one. Like I just pulled out a random one, for example, like this guy. So if anybody wants a prototype Aries, you just swipe. There are 75 left. If somebody wants all 75, you just have to swipe 75 times in order to buy all 75. But the plan here, so like I said, these are the random ones, bunch of different colors, yellow, blue, purple, pink. It's not really like I see a salmon. There's not really any red. There's no green. So I'll show off once we get done here. I'll show off some of the other special ones that I pulled out. We'll run some of those. Those will all be starting at retail, which is 22. If somebody wants to bid it up because it's their favorite color, then let's do it. Let's get into a war. We've only got 24 seconds on this. This is your only chance to get one at $20 because I'm going to start every other one at 22. That's what retail on these is. And if somebody wants to call out a disc that you want me to run, definitely call it out. Let me put this back in its little rainbow here. I feel like, this is the Aries release party. Well, let me find. I mean, that one's pretty cool. Is that not sick? Like historic loss for LeBron. That's just what popped up just now. Just so you know, in case you were curious. Okay, how do I get out of that? Here. So we're in the Aries release party. Are you guys wanting the Aries, or are you wanting me to run something else, or is it just too late? I couldn't really start any earlier because these, released midnight Eastern time. What TSA do you want? Are there cicadas? So not every disc, but like the vast majority of discs are on the website. There's 8,300 discs on the website. So if you just look on there, you would be able to see pretty quickly if I have something. Cicada, if I could learn how to spell it. So looks like a crystal sparkle that is purple, and then there is I don't even know what this is. It looks like ESP plastic. That's the other thing is I used AI to write all the descriptions of everything, and AI is kind of dumb sometimes, especially when it comes to discs. So it doesn't throw. It's I know. It's kind of annoying. Okay, what was there? TSA Construct, Pathfinder, Synapse, Temple, Votum. It's like those are the molds that are left. Luna 1116. What is that Luna? Let me look. Luna. I would start that Luna at 30 if you want me to run that. Just searched on the site and didn't see a Votum? I searched and I saw it. Votum is spelled like this. Are my show notes wrong? I did dictate the show notes. So again, as like we just talked about how AI doesn't know about discs, maybe it doesn't know how to listen when I dictate. WallenDG.com. It looks correct in the show notes. So let me throw this box back up. Let me double check if this is. This certainly looks like the one you called out. Yeah. First run, Luna. So these bags weigh about 20 grams. So this is factory sealed. So if you subtract 20 grams from the weight of the disc, that tells you approximately what it actually weighs. First run Luna. If you haven't felt the first run Luna, they are extremely stiff. Some of the stiffest putters in existence. Very, very stiff. If you're looking for something that just comes off the hand the exact same every single time, even in the summer, then this is what you're looking for. So it's similar to like, a 10-time AVR, how you want that nice and stiff, or like a medium wizard. Which, shout out to Foundation, because they just called out on their podcast why Gateway's soft is so stinking hard, because in the plastic world, not in disc golf, but in just the plastic manufacturing world, soft plastic is actually very, very hard. So soft, and it's still hard. Owl stamped Pathfinder. All right, guys, call out what you want to see. What do you want to see? Or is I mean, it is very late, but again, the whole reason we did this was for the Aries release. So if you guys want to see more Aries, let me know. That Pathfinder had started at 30. Looks like they're going for like 45 or so on eBay. Hi, Wallen. Hi, Disc Doctor. Uh, is Disc Doctor Kyle Rogers? Because I feel like that's the person you were in here last time, and I didn't know who you were until you said your name, but then I forgot what your actual username was. Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Oh no. This guy is for sure thrown. Oh no. Okay, it turned on. No worries. Look at this. It's for sure thrown because it's got dirt. It's a solid 8 out of 10 for sure. So I will start a little bit. We'll start at 25, see if anybody wants this guy. New, looks like these are going for about 45. As in how it's inked or if there's ink. There's no ink, but I don't think they write anything on the discs. Look at the colors on the stamp though. Looks so beautiful. Oh, Disc Doctor. Yes, you are Kyle. Hello. P2 1006. It's a good question. I should just memorize the SKU of every single disc so I don't have to look it up. You've asked about this exact one before, and I said that 50 because it used to be in my bag and I love it so much. I could maybe be convinced to start at 40, but definitely not below that. All right, what do we got? I feel like every once in a while I will just grab a random koi and people like them because I like kois. This one is a 169 run number 3 elevation koi. Softest disc ever. If you live in the mountains, this is the disc that you need in your life because it will hit and stick. Incredibly soft. If you live somewhere where it's very, very hot, probably not a great disc because it's so soft. Koi Run 3, 169. Uh, yeah, so I don't know if you asked for that PD2 specifically, but somebody asked for it. Harry Man. I don't know if you have a koi already or not, or if you felt one, but it's very fun. It's a fun time. It's very unique. I mean, another shout out to Foundation. They like their videos lately. I feel like have been sponsored. I just had another light die. I don't know when that happened. Studio lights, more like schmudio lights. Get it? You bag one? Nice. It's a fun disc. Yeah, it's good for catch as well. It's a good beach disc. Hi guys, literally the namesake of the show. What about this guy? I mean, blue. I mean, it's basically at this point it's a Halo destroyer. Like, I mean, really? But it's not. It's a prototype Ares. Does somebody want this one? It's a good question. We're gonna find out. Raspberry Red B Pathfinder. I think ThoughtSpace should do fewer runs. There's too many different Raspberry Red B Pathfinder. I have to walk all the way over here. One time I did set up the camera so you guys could see everything, but then the problem with that is I couldn't plug my mics in. I don't know if this is worth $20 to start because it is field thrown. I mean, there is no ink. I mean, literally, it was just thrown. But I love Pathfinders. In my opinion, they're much better than a Buzz. So you'd have to like steal it away from me, and that's a $20 start, in my opinion. How used? Very slightly used. Probably not thrown for a round, just a field thrown. I asked for 1013. So I'm guessing 1013 is the Simon, if you mentioned that one. I'm gonna do a story time because I just saw a disc. Story time. When I don't know who ended up throwing it during the round, but Dave Feldberg and Ken Climo. I don't know I don't know if anybody's heard of factored discs, but factored discs were beat up from the factory. Basically, somebody would buy a new disc, they would beat it up, so you could buy a brand new disc, which was essentially pre-beat up. So, uh, it was either Climo or Feldberg had lost their T-Bird during the round at Worlds, and they really needed to beat up T-Birds. So what they did is they went out to the parking lot and they skipped this disc back and forth between rounds during the World Championship. And then they basically had a factor disc. So this was brand new. They skipped it back and forth in the parking lot. It's very understable now. I don't expect that anybody. This is just a story time. It's gonna start at $100. So just know, don't accidentally swipe. Yeah, this one is again. It's like it's the story. It's more of a wall hanger than something that you would actually throw. But yes, they're money. I prefer the old stars just because I feel like they're a little bit more understable. All right, what do you guys want to see? Or it's already very late, so I can also just call it because again, like the show is for Aries release. Oh, I forgot that I had this guy because everyone kept asking for passions, and I have one more of the 2024 Tour Series 173, 174. Forgot I still had one of those because it wasn't in the box with the passions. I don't know how much these cost, so I'm going to start at 15. It's always a passion, but not that stamp. If you get my joke there. Very long description of a Page Pierce 2024 Tour Series Passion. Uh, I definitely have lots of collector discraft. If you look at like if there's something specific that you're looking for, definitely call it out. There's pictures of everything on the website, wallendg.com. I don't have pricing on anything, but they're all loaded on there. Ooh, this is fun. So this is a 2025 Ledgestone Predator. Uh, there you go. It focused. So obviously this is meant to be a Predator. They messed up the stamp, and they were Predators. So it's like a crystal sparkle flex. What's it actually called? Crystal Flex Sparkle. Crystal Flex Sparkle Predator. I feel like that should be a collectible. Anybody throw Predators? So it was a Predator factory misprint stamp. They actually recalled these when they sent them to all the dealers, and then they recalled them because they were stamped incorrectly. I don't know what they ended up doing with the majority of them, but just an interesting bit of history there. Coins with Mike and Mandy. Congrats on the Predator. I feel like that should be one of the rarer Predators that exist, because again, they basically recalled, which I've never heard of them doing that before. The Black TSA Temple on the website. Harry, if you just want to call out what you're willing to start something at, just let me know. What level of collector stuff are you looking for? Because I've got $1,000 discs. I've got $10 discs. For any of the tilts, like this one, they were right next to me, so I was able to just grab it. Feel like 30 is a very solid deal on a tilt. This one is a Lux Vapor Tilt. I feel like I should type that before I start the auction. $100 discs for $20. That doesn't feel like a good deal for me. The prices will be set slowly. I've gotten through a few hundred. I feel like that's good. I don't have any idea how many, though. All right, anything anybody wants to see? Or are we gonna call it? Got a couple Lux Vapors. If you have any from mystery boxes from this year. I don't have any from a mystery box this year. I just have the Simon ones. Blue orange or blue white. Blue orange or blue white. Well, let's see. Where's the blue? What is this guy? That's like a blue, light blue. I don't think there's actually any white. You looking for one or are you looking for a pair? Any WB Aries. I don't know what that means. I did not see any Wonder Bread. So I don't think so. So again, this is like it's more blue and then lighter color of blue. I do have a another one that's very, very close. Weird, because all the ones that should be extremely close are 1 gram different, but they look the same. I have both Proto Athena and Proto Onyx. I think I ran this guy earlier. So I feel like this may or may not have been thrown, or it could have just been sitting next to a dirty disc in a box. Proto Onyx. I ran this earlier, but you weren't here. You gonna steal it, or are we gonna get a bidding war? We're gonna find out. I feel like they just let you have a steal on that. Oh, I didn't look at the underside of this. Look at that color. Is that not the sickest color? I only have a couple. Oh man, we can actually combine. We're very close to being able to combine a Luna box. We're very close. So if somebody wants a Luna, let me know which Luna you would like to see, because very close. Oh, look at that. I think I did. I think I combined it. That one has been thrown. "2020 Ledgestone Glow Luna." Have most of the years of the Tour Series Lunas. So it's fine if nobody wants to buy this right now, because I feel like these are going to be crazy valuable the longer I hold on to them, because factory sealed 2020 Macbeth Luna. And the bag adds like 20 grams, right at 20. So this disc is probably right at 175. It started at 100. Factory sealed Luna. And if you're looking for a sweet collectible that nobody else is going to have, I don't know if any other, like, so I don't know how many I got, maybe 10 of the factory sealed. Yeah, I don't know exactly how many. You probably look on the website and count, but I don't know that anybody else got any of those. Any other Volt? Let me see what Volt 1016. Much faster to read the comments and then pull discs when I have a helper, but we were just doing. That guy is dirty. Dirty disc. Yeah, that's fine. Clean that guy up. Where is it at? Under the V's, probably. So condition wise, this guy is actually pretty good. It's just very dirty. See, like there's a little mark there. Like there's several of those. But it's the Fission Volt. Extremely dirty. Extremely dirty. That was one thing. So when Gary was taking pictures, I probably should have told him to put the extremely dirty discs aside, let me wash them, and then we would throw them up. But patent pending, Fission Volt, extremely dirty, but overall in really good condition. Be a great thrower. Just give it a little bath. But yeah, like I said, if we would have set them aside before we took all the pictures, but then now, you know, that we already took all the pictures, then I feel like it's too much. Like if I get all the pricing done and then after that go through, is the temple used? I don't know. Let me look. I don't think that it's used. Well, I don't know. It's one of the like it's a softer and it's black. It could honestly go either way. I'm going to be safe and say that it's probably used. Okay, so it's like so the black plastic, like every little scuff is going to show up, but then when you look at like this, that makes me think that it probably is used. You can see there, like the lines going this way, make me think that it's used. Temple. And it says nerve on there. I don't know if that is the plastic. Jesse the Hobbit, hello. Are there any discs that you want to call out? Nerve plastic. You have some nerve. That's what I would say if I was nerve plastic. All right, anybody have their eyes on any super rare discs? So I'll take the red Pathy if you'll run it again. Did I put it back? Pathfinder, Field Throne, no ink. Look at the color. Look at that. Why doesn't everybody just do cool stamps? I feel like they should. Pathfinder. Probably 8 out of 10 on the sleepy scale. Very good condition. That's one thing somebody said I need to put on the website as well is a guide of what the sleepy scale is, because that's from the old DGCR days. And I think a lot of people have never used DGCR because once Facebook Marketplace or like Facebook groups came around, everybody just switched over to there and they don't remember the OG. Has anybody used DGCR, or am I ancient? You are welcome, Harry Man. It almost sounds like Harry Man, but it's Harry Man. I like a good pun. If a disc has a different mold than the title, what would you think is the right one? What? What disc you talking about? Oh yeah, that's a good point. So those, it's whatever. It's the new. Hold on, let me. So I think it probably is listed under Pilot 1014, but it's not Proxy. Yeah, so the when when we were taking pictures, we're just trying to get everything done as quickly as possible. And this on, when you're taking thousands of pictures of discs, it got sorted with the Pilot because it looks so similar, but it is definitely a Proxy. So I had to go in and change the description. Oh, but then the metadata didn't change. I have to change that. It's definitely a Proxy. On a Proxy. Well, let me find them. I think that was this one. And you can tell by how much, but I don't even know like what this random color inside the rim is. That's how you tell which one. So there's gyro right there. Proxy. Again, I had some pilots. They were like the exact same stamp. Hold on. So this is a Proxy. Let me call it out here. Proxy. All right, anybody have anything else they want to see before I call it? Getting late into the night. There's another one of these if you happen to want both of them, or a very similar looking pilot. Okay, actually, the I forgot the pilot. So this is a pilot, but you see, like at a glance, see at a glance how these look the same, because the way the rim is, but obviously the pilot is a single mold, solo mold. A glow light to check the color. Color is, hold on. getting so much darker. And the rim definitely looks greener. Is it? I feel like there's too much light. Let me go over here. I think that's just green. But the flight plate looks like a different color of green than the rim. All right, anything else anybody wants to see before I head to bed? Not seeing anything else being called out, so I think we're gonna call it. All right, any last second call outs? Anything that anybody wants to see before we call it a night? I'm just gonna run this guy again in case anybody didn't see this one earlier, because I feel like this one's very sick. Look at the color. Amp 1002. I actually just thought of like, oh, I wonder where that amp would be. I mean, it's an A, so obviously we all know. So see, like there's a little. It's almost concave a little bit. Patent pending amp. I don't know if I've ever thrown an amp, but it feels very understable. All inked up, but it's patent pending. Oh, I forgot my little announce. Patent pending amp. All right, any last minute requests before we call it? Hey, Batman. Batman's back. Got the big easy one. Nice. Honda Man 88. What Honda do you have, Mr. Honda Man? Aaron's back. Nuclear Plums is back. Just in time. to call it a night unless there's any last minute requests. What's up? What's up, Plums? Is that nobody wanted. Look at how sick this Aries is, and nobody wanted it. I know, right? Are we have any? So it's almost midnight my time. I don't know. Is Gary still streaming? I feel like one day, because he's obviously in East Coast time, and I feel like one day I just need to stay on longer than Gary. I feel like that's did I do it? I think I did. I did. I did. Stayed on longer than Gary. So that's a win. The price of that was $22 on the Aries. Yeah, I think I mean obviously they just dropped. This was a drop party. They've now been out for 52 minutes, so like people might be just looking to go see what kind of gems they can find at their local store or something. But I pulled out a box of the sickest ones that I got. All right, guys, thanks for stopping in. We're gonna raid. We're raiding. See you guys.